Hey there, Wargamers, it's Leland here with another battle report, and this time I got something really nice. We are playing the Apocalypse rule set for 8th edition. So once again, I'm joined by my partner in crime, Andrew.
Hello.
You've seen him before with his pink Waagh, and he is fielding that again here today. So we are looking at, what did we say, 350 power level?
Roughly, yeah.
Roughly 350 power level. He's got his pink Waagh. I got a combined force of Ultramarines, Sisters of Battle, and Grey Knights. Now, for the sake of expediency, we're not going to go over the whole armies as we normally would, because there is a lot going on with these armies here. But anyway, we're very excited to do this because this is going to be coming out at the same time as Apocalypse is releasing. So really kind of excited about this one, looking forward to getting it. So just keep in mind, rules will be gotten wrong. I'm sure of this. So rules will be gotten wrong, so bear with us. This is not a learn to play game. This is, this is fun. This is something that we're doing, all this.
Yeah.
So let's go take a look at the table and whatnot. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the video. So here we go. We got the table. As you can see, large table. It is 8 by 4 here. And we are doing the Pincer mission from the Apocalypse rule set. Just ignore some of the background noise. This is in our local game store, Phoenix Rising, in the Niagara region. So definitely come by and check it out if you're in the area. But as you can see here, we got the pink Waagh on one side, and then right in the middle we got the Sisters of Battle and the Ultramarines, led by Robote Gilmon, sorry, and followed by some more Orks. With like a gargantuan squig-off that's going to be going up. Oh yeah, sure, and a stomper as well. So there we go. And then all the Grey Knights are just going to be sitting in reserve to come in. So anyway, we're going to jump into turn 1. So as part of the mission that we're doing the Pincer. So basically, there's an attacker and a defender. I'll let you guess who is who. But for the sake of initiative, the defender only gets to roll a d6. The attacker gets to roll a d12. If the defender happens to win the initiative, they get an extra D3 command assets. Kind of cool. But, so here's my little D6. So, Andrew, let's find out who has the initiative.
Okay.
Fear my... What number is that?
That's a 1.
Fear my 1! Yeah, that's right.
Nope, I didn't fear it at all.
You didn't fear it at all. Okay, so Andrew will have first turn. So, Andrew, as always, good luck, my friend.
Yep.
All right. And the way we're going to structure this, we're going to do aftermath for movement and the cleanup and whatnot, and then we're going to try and film whatever else we can. But just given the scale of this, not everything is going to be making it onto camera. We have generated our command assets, and we are ready to reveal our orders that we have issued here. So at the moment, I only got 2 orders that I'm being issued here, but Andrew with his pink court has a total of, what, 4? 5? 4. 4?
Yep, the other one's a transport.
Okay. So basically, we are going to see what everything is doing here. So Andrew with the initiative, go ahead and reveal your orders first, and then I'll reveal mine, and then we'll execute them all in order of initiative. Smattering of orders here. So the super heavy detachment here is going to be taking aim.
Spearhead.
Oh, sorry, the spearhead. So that's the Orkanaut, the Morkanaut, the battle wagon,
With flash kits, the Mecha Dread, and the Ludas.
Oh, and the loot is over here. So they're going to be taking aim. So they get +1 to their shoot results. We have a bunch of bikes and trucks and whatnot over here, or trolleys. A bunch of things over here that are going to be assaulting in. My sister's attachment right here is just going to advance, so move and shoot basically. Same with the Ultramarines, move and shoot. Then over here we have the last 3 detachments here, because there was actually one guy that Andrew had on the table that he did not account for. They are all just going to be advancing. So basically, we are going to nominate the first unit to go. So Andrew, which detachment of yours is moving first? Because you have initiative.
Okay, so since I have initiative, what's going first will be the Speed Freaks.
Speed Freaks. So they're going to assault in. So we're going to get them moved, and once the dice start rolling, we're going to show you what's happening. So Andrew has also revealed that he is going to be using some Speed Freaks here, and using the command asset that allows his up to, what is it? 3 Evil Sun Speed Freaks to basically get a free movement on top of the assault move that he's already doing. So he's got some Speed Freaks that are really going to be zipping across the table. So the Speed Freaks have used this chance to basically just get right up in the lines here. So basically he tried to make contact with as many of the units as possible just to force them to either fall back so they can't shoot or anything like that. Basically disrupting 4 units on my side of the table here. So now we got some assault dice to be rolling. Zarsnark attacking this tactical squad, hitting on a 2+ with 2 attacks, 5 and a 2, so both are going to hit. So Zarsnark is going to need 7s to wound the Space Marines here. So go ahead. So there's a 3 and a 7, so one small blast marker is going to go against these Marines. These 3 knobs?
Yep.
Against the Exorcist, guy that you're getting 2 attacks.
And they're hitting on 3s.
So 3+ to hit. So that is a 6 and a 5, so 2 hits. Team 6 to wound the Exorcist. Go ahead. So I see a 7 and 10, so 2 wounds. Strikers with 6 attacks. He's going to split it between the Immolator and the Retributors. So how many attacks on each?
So 3 on the Immolator, 3 on the Retributors.
All right, sounds good. Retributors first. What do you need to hit?
I need a 7.
No, to hit. 3.
Oh, 3s.
3+, so 2 hits there.
Okay.
Need 7 to wound the Retributors.
Yeah.
So we got a
9 and a 2.
9 and 2. So one small mark. Immolator, 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. So 3, 3, and a 1. So 2 attacks hit. And how much is, what are you wounding on?
Against the tank, I need 9.
And so 9 on the D12s. So go ahead and roll those dice.
And
So 11 and 4, so one small template. Death Copters, splitting their attacks between the Gemini Superior and the Battle Sisters, 3 and 3. So against the Battle Sisters, what do you need?
I need 3s.
Okay. So I see a 3, 4, and a 6, so 3 hits.
Okay, and I'll
7's the damage. So 8, 5, and 2. So one small blast, or blast against the Gemini Superior.
Again, 3.
Yep. So 6, 1, and 6, so 2 hits.
Yep.
So, and then once again needing 7s.
Yep.
So I see a 2 and a 1, so nothing against the Gemini Superior. And I believe that's it for your detachment, isn't
That
it?
is the detachment, yeah.
Ultramarines are going to activate next. Bobby G getting into a better position. These Marines just going to go up and try and beat on Zardsnark a little bit. And these Devastators are going to just try and pick and choose some targets. But just going to start with some shooting. These Stern Guards are going to rapid fire into this blob of 30 Orks. So 4 and a 3. So 2 hits, needing 6 pluses to wound. So 12 and a 6, so that's going to be a large blast marker on the boys there. Scout squad over here going to aim their sniper rifles into the squad of boys, as well as the rocket launcher or missile launcher. So both of these are going to need 3+ to hit. So the sniper rifle will miss. The missile launcher, that will also miss. But you know what? I think Robbie G actually allows rerolls of at least 1s. I'm going to check to see if it's all rerolls. Actually, all hit rolls and wound rolls, so I get to reroll both of these. So once again, the sniper rifle will still miss, and the missile launcher, okay, at least that one's going to hit. And that needs a 7+ to do something. That is a 5, but again, within 6 inches of Robbie G, that is a 6, so it's still not going to do anything. Tactical squad going to fire 1 shot into the Orks here, needing a 3+. That's going to hit, and it's going to wound. Hopefully. The 7, so Robbie G is going to allow him to reroll that. That's better, that one's going to wound. So that's going to be another small blast marker on the Ork boys there. Robbie G is going to use the Hand of Dominion. He's going to try and turn that small blast template into a large one, so needing a 2+. Oh yeah, that hits. You get a 6 to wound. That is going to wound, so that small template does become a large one. Dev Squad is going to fire into, what's that guy called?
Death Killer War Trike.
Death Killer War Trike. They couldn't make it easy. Okay, so let's see what I'm needing to hit here. I think it's a 3. So it's a 2 and a 6, but I'm within 6 inches of Bobby G there.
Yeah, you are.
So that's a 3, so that's going to be 2 hits. Both hit. I should have dictated which is which, but we'll just do it this way. So the 5+ to wound it, but Bobby G gets the reroll. So that's going to be 1 wound. And that's going to be 2 wounds, so that's going to be a large blast marker on that guy there. Dreadnought's going to fire into the Gargantuan Squigoth, needing 2 pluses to hit. So that is a 2 and a 5, so 2 are going to be hitting him. And against the Gargantuan Squigoth, I'm going to be needing 5s. It looks like 6s though, because of the custom force field.
Yeah.
So needing some 6s here. So there's 1 hit, and Robbie G allows me to re-roll that 2. So only 1 small blast mark. And then like a pyromaniac, he's just gonna like start loading up his flamethrower just for fun. Okay. And according to the data sheet, my captain here does not actually have a gun. He just has a melee weapon. So he's just gonna sit there waving his sword, yelling, "Come closer so I can hit you with it."
I'm a distraction.
He's a distraction. So last thing I got is some close combat over here into Zardsnark with the attack squad. In the 7+ to wound Zardsnark. That is a 4, and I'm not within 6 inches of Bobby G, so that is the end of that, and that detachment has fully moved. So Andrew is going to choose his next detachment to go. Ludas are gonna split fire, 4 shots into the Saint, 4 into the Sisters. Which one are you rolling against first?
Okay, so we'll go into the Saint.
Okay.
I'm hitting on 4s because they stood ready and
Took aim.
Took aim.
Yes, they did. So I see 3, 2, 6, and 1. So one of those is going to be a hit.
Yeah.
And sorry, this was against the sisters?
That was against the...
Oh, the Saint?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'd rather Saint not take a lot of damage, so I'm okay with that. And so now you need a 7 to wound the Saint.
Yep.
Bring it on!
That's a wound.
That's a 12. Yep,
Yeah,
that's a wound.
that's
4
definitely-
shots against the sisters there.
Yep.
So go ahead. These are once again needing 4s. So
Oh, that's a bit-
1, 1, 3, and 5. So again, 1 hit, but needing a 7 to wound.
Yeah.
So go ahead and launch that D12. And oh, that's another 12. Okay then. Mecha Dread firing its Rattler Cannon against my Living Saint Celestine. So what are you hitting on?
3s.
3s?
Yep.
What kind of orcs are these?
It's technically a mech.
Don't worry, I believe you, man. So hitting on 3s in this weird upsy downy world.
Yeah.
So let's see, we got a 5 and a 2. So 1 hit. And what's the strength against
8.
personal? Okay, so 8 plus.
Nope.
That's a rocket bombs going into the Saint, hitting on 3s again.
Yep.
Okay, 5 and a 3. So that's both going to hit. And what's the strength against personnel?
9.
9. Okay. So bring it on. Well, you've been rolling 12.
There's another 12.
There's another 12. So that's going to become a large blast marker. 2 big shooters hitting on 3s into the Saint again.
Yep.
That's 1 and 2. Okay.
That
so
adds to 3.
Yeah, it adds to 3, but not quite 3.
Yeah.
So the Saint gets a bit of a reprieve.
Okay.
Battle Wagon shooting its lava, hitting on a 4. What are you shooting at?
It's going to be the Saint.
The Saint again.
Yes.
Okay. So on a 4, you really want her dead.
Yep.
That is going to hit. And what's the strength against personnel?
Lava is a 7.
So 7 plus for sap.
Yep.
Go ahead. And that is a 3. No damage.
No damage.
Kill Cannon coming up next, and I'm going to assume the Saint.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Hitting on 4s.
Yep. Go ahead.
So there's 2 shots.
Yep. So 2 and 2.
Oh, that adds to 4.
4 big shooters going into the Saint because you really want her dead. Hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s.
Okay. So.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Okay, these dice are a little mean at this point.
They're like, you've been rolling 12s on the other dice, screw you.
Apparently.
Yeah.
And that's it for the Battle Wagon. Now, Bad Ruck and some Flash Kits are sitting in that Battle Wagon, and they're going to unload into the Saint as well. So,
Yeah.
starting with Bad Ruck, hitting on a 3, you said?
Yeah, hitting on a 3.
All right.
With Bad Ruck, because of the gits,
Yep.
he gets to reroll 1 with any of the flash gits.
Sounds good.
So,
That's a 5, so that's going to hit, and you're wounding on a 7?
yeah, wounding on a 7.
All right, bring it on.
That's an
That
8.
is a wound, so that's going to be another small template. 5 Flash Kits unloading into the Saint for a total of how many shots did you say?
6.
6 shots, hitting on
3s.
Hitting on 3s. All right. Yep, go ahead.
Oh, there's a 1. I get to reroll.
Yeah, you get to reroll that 1.
Yay!
So that's going to be a total of 4 hits.
Yeah. Very anti-person.
Hitting on or wounding on 6s.
Yeah.
So, okay, so that's going to be 2 more wounds. So that's going to be 1 large and 1 small going on there. Custom Mega Blaster, supercharged.
Yeah, I'm gonna
All
switch
right, 1 shot into the immolator here, hitting on
4.
Okay. That is a 6. That's definitely going to hit.
Yeah.
Charge, so wounding on a 4. That is a 10, so that's a small template. Heavy version of whatever it is he just used. 3 shots, hitting on
Hitting on 4s.
4s, and against the immolator again?
Yep.
Okay, so on 4s.
Yep. It's the custom Mega Zappa.
All right. So 4, 2, and 1. So one of those is going to hit. Thankfully, nothing is blowing up on you, though.
Okay.
Oh, actually, sorry, nope, that was a 1 there.
Yeah.
And is that supercharged?
It is.
So that's going to be a small blast template on yours. And against the immolator, needing a 4 to wound.
Oh, jeez. I'll roll another one.
No, I can sort of see it there. No, I can't. Roll another one. There we go, that's a wound. A pair of twin big shooters, so 4 shots. What are you shooting at?
Oh, let's put it in the Saint.
Into the Saint. Wow, you really want her dead.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. So these are hitting on 4s.
Yeah.
So I see 2 hits there. So a 6 and a 4. Sap 7. So go ahead. There's an 8 and there's an 11. Pair of rockets going into the immolator here from the, what is that, the Gorkanaut? Morkanaut, okay.
One of the twins.
So hitting on 4s?
Yep.
Yep. So I see a 6 and a 1. Is this supercharged?
No, it's not.
Aw. Sat 7?
Nope.
That's a 1. 2 rockets into the immolator, hitting on 4s?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. So that's a 1 and a 6, so 1 hit. Sat what?
Yeah. Sat 7.
Sat 7? Okay. That's a 5. So twin big shooters, where are they going?
Oh, can you guess?
Oh, into the Saint, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So on fours?
Yeah.
Okay. So I see 2 hits. Sap 7. We got a 10 and a 1, so one more small template goes on. Death Storm Mega Shooter. Going into
the Saint.
All right.
No, it's got a better.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hitting on fours.
Yep.
Okay. There's 8 shots.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not the greatest roll though. So 4 hits. Sap 6. So I see 2. So that's another large template.
No, that's 3.
Yeah, that's a 5.
Oh, that is 5. Yeah. So it's 2.
And that ends the spearhead shooting. So he really wants the Saint dead. So we're going to see how she goes. She does have a 4-up save, so we'll see what she can do against all this. But yeah, so I guess it's my turn to activate the Sisters. The Sisters have all repositioned. The Dominions have gone out, and they're going to start going after this unit here. The Immolator has moved forward. Sisters advancing, because after all, there is still an objective to take. Exorcist moving to a better position. Over here, the Gemini Superior, Celestine, and these Sisters are just going to get into combat. The Canoness is hanging out right there. You know what? I think the Canoness is actually just going to... Oh, no, she's got to go there because I got to stay within 12. Oh, wait, no. She's not the Warlord. So she's going to go over there and make sure she's within 6 of Celestine. And then over here, the Immolator got out. Combat. The Dominions are out and ready to shoot into those bikes. Retributor's out, and that Exorcist fell out of combat. So I'm going to put as much shooting into those bikes as I can and try and do some wounds to them. Twin Multi-Melt is into your, what is that thing called again?
Mecha Dread.
Mecha Dread. Hitting on 3s. So that is going to be 1 hit. Because of the custom force field, it's going to wound on a 5. So that is 1 small template. 4 Multi-Guns from the Dominions into the Mecha Dread thing.
Okay.
So these are hitting on 3s. So that 2's not going to hit, that 2's not going to hit. There's 2 hits right there, though. Their stat is going to be 8 against that because of the custom force field. Hey!
Wow.
So that's going to be a large and a small. And a rapid fire bolter into that thing, hitting on 2s. 2 hits. Hitting on 3s, so 1 hit. And wounding on a 9, so 10, because of the custom force field.
Oh, Jesus.
So that's going to make that a large one. These Sisters over here are going to fire their bolter shot into the Ludus here. So these are going to be hitting on 3s. And that's going to miss. Exorcist with his 2 attacks. I'm going to try and take this fella out right here. So these are hitting on 3s. So 2 hits. And these are Sat 5, so going to be needing 6s because of the custom force field. So that's going to be another large template. Seraphim Squad going to fire their bolt pistols into the war bikes here. They got 2 attacks hitting on 3s. That's going to be 1 hit. But because they're within 6 inches of the Canoness, they do get to reroll that miss. So 5. So 2 hits. Sap 7. So that is 1 large marker. 4 Multi-Guns into those bikes, needing 3s. So that is going to be 4 hits. But here's where the joke is. It is going to be Sap 11 to actually wound these bikes. So, nothing. Rapid fire bolter, needing 3s, so 2 hits. And does it wound? So I got a 7 and a 10. So that's going to be wounded. Celestine will get her 1 attack against the Death Coptus, hitting on a 2. Yay! Sap 7.
Finally.
Nothing. And the 2 Gemini Superior, 2 power swords, hitting on 3s. So 1 hit and 2 hits. And needing 7s to wound. So that's a 12 and a 6, so that's going to be a large blast marker. And that will bring me to the end of the Sister Detachment activation. I'm really kind of wishing I brought my... Oh, yeah, I'm not quite done yet. I got those Sisters going in there. 2 attacks, hitting on 3s, wounding on 8s. So, but there's the Canoness right there, so I gotta double check if it's just 1s or all hits. 2 misses, but that 1 hit that goes through is going to wound, so that's gonna be a small template, or marker, sorry. And that will actually bring me to the end of this detachment. So Andrew still has a couple detachments, and he's just gonna start activating one and deciding what to do with it. Super Heavy Detachment has moved, so we got the Squiggoth having moved forward, getting closer to the Marines. And I don't think you were able to get within 1 inch of these guys, because they were definitely...
Were you 12 inches?
I was more than 12 inches back.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were about 13 inches back, 13 or 14. But still, I'm sure he has plenty of shooting.
He does.
Then we got, what is this thing again?
It's a kill tank.
It's a kill tank. Okay. Whatever that means, I'm assuming it's going to kill stuff.
Well, everyone, it's a Bane Blade, but it's going to be turned into a kill tank.
Okay. And then we got the Stomper who's moved up here, and he's going to opt to shoot instead of get into a fight action against those tactical marines.
Yeah, because he's got a lot more
Obviously,
stuff.
Squig Off going to go into Guillemon here.
Yeah.
How many shots you got?
6.
6 shots. Okay. And what are you hitting on?
5s.
All right. So I see 1 5.
2.
2 5s. Okay. And Sap 8. 11 and...
That was cocked.
Yeah, that was cocked. Stop rolling under there, will ya?
Well, there's a 12, so...
Yeah, but there was also two...
a 4 and a 10.
There was also 2 dice under there was the problem.
Alright, so I'll just roll it again.
Yeah.
It's a 1.
4 big shooters, twin big shooter into the tactical squad next to Robbie G.
Yeah.
So these are hitting on what?
These are hitting on 5s.
So I see 2 hits. Not 7.
Nope.
Yeah, roll the d12. You're going to have a better shot at 7s there.
Yeah. 10 and
7.
7.
Okay, so that's going to be a large marker.
Yep.
Kill tank into, what are you firing at?
It's going into... let's go with Bobby.
Bobby G? Yep. Okay. So remember this is going to be SAP, not SAP.
That's fine.
So hitting on 4s?
Yep, hitting on 4s.
So 4 and 4. 7. So 6 and 5, so nothing. Another set of rockets.
6 and 2.
So 1 hit there, and once again needing 7s.
7, yeah.
Nothing. First hit on the bursted cannon.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's
Good.
2 hits. And this is SAT 4.
Mm-hmm.
So I see
3 and a 10 and a 10.
Because it's destroyed and he's already got a small token, it's going to be a large one being added on there as a result. 3 big shooters from the Stompa into the Seraphim squad. What are you hitting on?
I'm hitting on 5s.
5s, okay. So 1 hit. 7. And 5. Super Gatla into the Seraphim again, so 12 shots.
I'll do it up here.
Hitting on?
I'm hitting on 5s.
5s, okay. 5 hits. Tap 6.
Yeah.
Go ahead. And I see at least 2, 3 of them. Okay. Scorcha into the Scouts. Automatically hits because of Inferno. Sap 7.
8.
And that's a wound.
Now we'll get a roll.
Super Rocket into the Exorcist. 5's a hit.
So I rolled a 1 and a 3, so it missed.
2 more Super Rockets. Sorry, into what?
Into
the Exorcist?
Into the
Okay.
Exorcist, yeah.
So once again, hitting on 5s. So 5, 6. Okay, so 2 hits. 4. Bring it on.
5 and 10.
Yeah, that's another large step. So Death Cannon going into Bobby G, needing 5s to hit and 5s to wound.
So here's the
All right.
pair of
So I see
6s.
2, 3 6s, so 3 hits. 5's the wound. I see a 2, I see a 4, and a 10. So 1 small marker, so that's going to upgrade it to a large. Big Shooter into the Scouts, needing 6 because of stealth, which I forgot about previously. Go ahead.
Nope. Oh,
4 tank buster shots into the Exorcist. Really want to get that thing dead.
I'm hitting on 5s.
Okay.
Because they're tank busters and it's a vehicle, I get to reroll any misses.
Okay. 2 rerolls, so 2 hits. And that's going to be 1 large. Now, tank busters into the Venerable Dread. On 5s.
There's a 6, there's a 5, pair of 2s, reroll because they're tank busters. Oh.
So 4 hits. That's 7. And that's going to be 1 small one. Cannon on the Squigoth into the Stern Guard squad. On 5s with 2 shots. We got a 4 and a 6, so 1 hit. 7.
Nope.
Nothing. Burners into the Stern Guard, getting 6 auto hitting hits.
I need
what's the
7s.
stats?
7s.
And I see at least an 8 there and a 12, so that's going to be 2.
Yep.
4 sluggers from the Storm Boys into the Stern Guard. On 5s. So I see 2 hits.
2 hits. My sluggers are better than your meltas.
Alright, that's going to be 1. 8
Yep.
slugger shots into the Stern Guard. Hitting on 5s, moving on 7s.
Okay.
On 7s. And not too shabby. I see a large marker.
Yep.
Goes in the Howdah into the Tactical Squad.
Okay.
To hit 4 shots. I see at least 3.
3.
7 to wound. And 5, 5, 10. So that's 1 small one.
Yeah.
And Thraka into them as well, needing 5s and 7s. So there's a 5 and a 2, so 1 hit. So go ahead and roll your sap.
Add.
And that's not going to be another
No.
one. But you know what? That squad is looking pretty sore as it is. So that was a lot of shooting, but we are at the end of this turn, so we're going to go into the damage step, and we're going to start resolving everything. And there's a lot that's going to be off the board after this turn, I'm sure of it. This giant squad of boys, or mob of boys, they have a save of 7, so with 2 large blast markers, unfortunately, they are just dead. We're doing some saves here. So this Immolator has 1 large marker on it. It's got a 6-up save. and she will fail it. That's going to be 1 marker on them. These sisters over here, they're going to have to make a save as well, but they do it on a d12. Picks up save. Oh no, they're going to take some damage. Now thankfully it's a full squad, so it's going to just be 1 wound, but they're critical. 6 up save on this simulator. Oh, geez, no. Okay, so there's another wound. This unit of sisters, 6+, so they will be okay. Here from over here, they got a 6+ save on a d12 and a d6. So they're actually okay. Sorry, it's actually a 5+, but a 6 and a 10 is still a save. 3 6-up saves on the Exorcist tank.
It did.
Yeah, it did. 6 up on her Retributors. And they're going to take some damage, and they're only a 5-woman squad, so they're dead. The Gemini Superior are going to try and take D3 of the blast markers from St. Celestine here. And they'll take 2 of them. So they're going to be in some pain, but Celestine might make it through the phase. They have a normal 6-up save, but Celestine within that radius gives them +1, so it's 5-up saves. And they got the 2 large blast markers.
Nope.
So they are toasty. And Celestine has 4-up saves on 3 markers here. So she makes 1 of them, but she only has 2 wounds. So now on a 2+, she gets back up and removes 1 of the damage tokens, so she'll basically have 1 wound if she gets back up. Which, nope, the Saint is gone. 6-up save on the Stern Guard, 2 large, 1 small, and they are dead. 6 up on the tactical squads. So that's a 6 and a 6. They're actually okay. Wow, crazy. 6-up save on the Venerable Dread. Yeah, he's fine. 8+ on the Scouts. Nope, they're going to take a wound, and that's going to kill him. 6-up save on these Marines. Nope, they're going to take damage, so they're going to be critically wounded. And 2 3-up saves on Bobby G. Even with the big one. So 4 and 3, so he is okay. He's loving it, and he's going to crush some Ork heads next turn. 3 wounds on the Mech Dread here, needing 6s.
Nope.
6, 2, 2.
So
he made 1. How many wounds did you say he has?
3.
6-up save on the Morkanaut. Or Gorkanaut, I don't know. But either way, he made it. These guys just took 2 wounds because they needed a 7+, and they had 2 large. 1 wound is going on the Death Copter with a save of 8, but there is a small blast marker on there, so 8+.
8.
Okay, so it's just going to take some damage. And 1 7-up save on Gargantuan Squigoth, needing 7+. Yes, he'll take a wound! A lot of damage at the end of the turn, and we are going to go into turn 2 here. I think it's about time that I bring in some reinforcements. So let's quickly roll for initiative. I got my D6, Andrew gets his D12.
Yeah.
So let's see what we got here. Fear my 2!
Nope.
8. Okay, so it looks like the Orks will be getting the initiative again as we go into the next turn.
Okay.